Probably all know this one. Maybe you're creating social experiences to break world records. Barack Obama, 8,500 status updates per minute through his inauguration at its peak. Or the website we all love to hate. I will say, I hate Farmville. I've never been on it once. I'm never going to go onto it. But as a brand, can you ignore a social game with probably almost 100 million people on it? Do you have to think how you're going to engage with those people? If you take into consideration the virtual economy globally, not just Facebook, is going to be worth $10 billion this year, that's a lot of money. Social gaming is only just coming to the forefront. Again, I'm going to talk about Facebook credits and the knock-on effect this has, and how your brand can then be looking to position itself around these. So really, in a few words, welcome to the social graph. Over 550 million people on Facebook, all connected. Okay? The world is one big social graph. All it is offline connections placed online. Whether it's 6 degrees of separation, whatever you want to call it. And now, the world has decided to go social. Be it a small flower shop or cafe down the road in Bucharest, to your large multinationals such as your Starbucks, your Coca-Colas, your Adidas, your Pepsi. The world has gone social. Your rock band, your favorite football team has all gone social. So a very quick evolution of Facebook as a site. Back in 2005, very simple. It was a yearbook placed online. To where we are today in 2010, where you have Facebook chat. You have group chat. You now have high-res pictures. You have the ability to combine albums and photo albums. The site has changed a hell of a lot, but one thing has remained the same. Even though we're now on over 500 million users, and over 200 million mobile users, and I'm sure there'll be a question afterwards about mobile advertising. At the moment, we have no plans for mobile advertising. It is simply, for us, a growth strategy. You'll find that people who use Facebook on their mobile are almost twice as active in terms of the photos they upload, how much they're going onto Facebook, how much they're interacting. But behind all this, even from 2005, it all centered around the social graph. The ability to tap into human nature and be interested in what your friends are doing. Again, I will admit, I am a statistic geek, okay? I don't mind saying it. 76% of people will take recommendations from their friends and their family before anything else. So if you're in the center of this, you start to engage with a brand, all of a sudden my friends will see Mark is now a fan of Pepsi Romania. 5% of my friends see this organically free of charge. And not every single one of my friends will automatically click, but some of them will. It is just human nature. We all know the homepage. Again, it hasn't changed that much or drastically in a long time. But to understand, this is where users spend 60% of their time. For me to say to a brand, build a Facebook page. However, the users will still engage with you on their own homepage, maybe not on your page. Because this is where you would be positioning your brand. And that is really the importance, is what we touch on more tomorrow. From a brand point of view, you have to understand that you are placing yourselves in the same area as my friends, my mum and dad, my co-workers, Manchester United, Oasis, all of these different things, all within the stream. That requires a lot of thought about your communication. What is the voice of your brand going to be? Is it masculine? Is it feminine? What is the tonality? Brands that approach Facebook, scared of user-generated content, with this corporate hat, and therefore the messages they place out into market are still very corporate, will fail. If you try to connect with a 16 to 24-year-old male or female with a very corporate voice, they will switch off. So you have to understand the messaging that you're going to be surrounded by in order to be successful. Facebook is still about real people sharing real information. If I decide to place into my profile, I'm a black belt in karate, Dragos and a couple of the people I know in Romania were like, no, you're not, idiot. You know? And I'll change my information back so it's true to me. What we now have as well, this is when we see with social plugins, is even when you're not on Facebook, you're going around the internet, on your other favorite websites, you now have the ability to like a brand or like a piece of content, and it automatically adds it to your profile. So at any one time, I can take a snapshot of any of you in here and look at your profile, and that is a direct reflection of you and what you're interested in. And from an advertising point of view, we can then target against interests, hobbies, music, movies, all these different things. So 3 quick areas in terms of the marketing opportunities. Advertising, obviously, is standard. Pages. The one thing I'm not here to do is simply say to everybody, let's have a page. Tomorrow we talk about the strategy. Then I'm going to try and concentrate today more on innovations. What is happening on Facebook? Where are we going? In my 3 years, it's taken so many twists and turns. Someone asked me just now in an interview, what's Facebook going to be like in 5 years' time? I have not got a clue. Okay? All I know from my personal opinion and experience, I firmly believe that Facebook should now be seen as a platform. It should be TV, press, radio, outdoor, internet, Facebook. It's a communication platform. And I love the social medium, not social media before. I'm going to take that back to the UK and use it a hell of a lot. It is a mass audience platform now that people are using for this communication. So this is a very quick video. There is a few videos just to break things up. This is all about engagement advertising. And I'm going to very quickly touch on them and really why and how we still think a little bit differently at Facebook.